Well, a number of leaders all across the Triad have big plans for this year. Greensboro City Manager Tawoja Oba oversees all the city departments and implements the policy decisions from City Council. And he's here to talk about 2023. Expecting a big year, I am sure. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Cindy. How are you?
I am good. So first of all, an early happy anniversary.
Yes,
February 1st.
February
you will
1st.
have had 1 year with Greensboro City. Have you learned anything over that year? Can you reflect a bit for me?
A lot of things. Number one, over that 1 year, we've had 15 listening sessions, which is kind of like a town hall format where I was able to engage with the community. And one thing I learned from that is that this community is engaged and they want to know what's going on. They want to understand exactly where you're taking us and what are you doing. Transparency is big to the Greensboro community, and so is partnership. And I've met with a lot of people in that space, and it's never what you think you're doing in the office, but what you're hearing from the community to influence what you're doing, to get them what they want and what they need. So
that's right.
It's been great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, Greensboro is a city in transition. We're growing. You've attracted a lot of business in the last year.
Yes, we have.
What do you see happening in 2023?
So in 2023, I think we're going to stop being seen as that city on the road to Raleigh or that city on the road to Charlotte, but we are our own city destination. I was reading a report yesterday by Gusto. They do economic reports, and they looked at jobs growth over the last year. And of the top 50 cities in the country, Greensboro is one of them. We're number one in the Triad. We've grown by about 9.8%. That's almost 10%. The national average is 11.9. So while we're below the national average, we're close enough. We're actually right after Atlanta. And Winston-Salem is 7.9. And so we've grown, and I think a result of that is Toyota and Boom and Topgolf and Publix. And we can only build on that. And I think that my goal, my vision for Greensboro is that in another 5 years, when an American wakes up anywhere in the United States and they're looking for a place to make a home or a place to go to school or a place to retire, to play, to visit, Greensboro is top of mind to them.
One of the things that I know that is near and dear to your heart is with that job growth, having housing, the infrastructure that is needed to bring people in, not only people in, but to bring your own residents now that are looking to improve their lives.
Yes.
How do we do this?
To me, affordable living is a better conversation than just affordable housing. Because what that does is that it brings housing close to what you just said: infrastructure, amenities, transportation, public transit, clean water, clean air. If people live affordably but they're still far from job, it's not affordable living for them. If they still have to struggle to find means of transportation to get there. So as we get influx of new people, I think according to the new population projection, we're now about 302,000 people in Greensboro, which is over the 299,000 by U.S. Census at 2020. And so as more people come into our city, it's offering them choices, different types of housing, not just single family units, but duplexes, triplexes, townhomes, and then offering them opportunities for mobility, being able to ride their bike safely, being able to safely walk to school on better sidewalk. And if you're a physically disabled person, making you feel safe on city streets. So again, shifting the conversation from just affordable housing to affordable living.
Well, 2023 is going to be a big year for the city of Greensboro. So we wish you the best of luck, and we look forward to this growth and change.
Thank you, Cindy. Happy to be here, and thank you for having me.